All right. Hey, everyone. Okay, so I'm excited to chat with you guys a little bit today about some systems that I have implemented in my business. I want to say I maybe started doing this like a year ago, like last winter. And truly it's been a game changer for my business because I feel like I actually have a handle on things most days. um Now I will say there are times where life gets crazy, things like slip through the cracks, but mainly kind of like the backstory about why I decided to start an Asana account. It's ASANA, Asana, is because I was going like day to day, like working my business, but I feel like there were like little pockets of my day, and then I would sit down to work, and it would take me like 10 minutes to really figure out what I needed to do when I only had like 20 minutes to like get something done. And so that's like half of the time that was eaten. And because like we all know there are 100 things you could do every single day for your business, but I just needed to get more focused on like what was actually going to help me move the needle forward. And so I reached out to my friend Keely. She's a virtual assistant, just like asking her if she had any advice. And she basically helped me set up this whole system. So I will show you guys what she set up for me. Now, I will say, if you have time on your hands, you absolutely can do this on your own. I was just like so in over my head at that time in my life that I was like, here's my password, please just set it up for me. And she did it. So but also this is going to be kind of like a low-key call. So if there's any questions I'll have along the way, I'm happy to answer that. So I'll dive into Asana in just a sec, but wanted to also share something that I started doing recently as well that is super helpful, because basically I think where I struggled the most was like keeping track of my VIP communication. I was like not following up with VIPs. I was like texting the wrong people on the wrong sales. I felt annoying texting on so many sales because now we have a sale like every freaking day. And I just needed a way to like mass communicate with my VIPs. But I'm not like using like that text service or anything like that. So one really simple free way to do that is utilizing Instagram stories. And so if you haven't yet, it's super simple. I just make a close friends list of all of my VIPs. And then when a sale drops, I go on my close friends, and the way you can talk to your VIPs is a little bit different than how you would talk on your stories, right? Because your VIPs, they get it. So you can be a little bit straightforward. Hey, this is the best bang for your buck. This is what you're going to do to unlock the sale. They know the products that they want, they like, etc. So that is a really simple, easy way to reach a lot of your VIPs on every single sale if they are on Instagram. And then something else that I've incorporated for communicating with my VIPs is Flowdesk. So I'll show you all that in a second as well. So let me hop over to my Asana really quick. And I will show you the magic of this program. Okay, can y'all see my screen? Okay, cool. All right, so this is my Asana account. Now, you can do a ton of different things with this. But essentially what this platform is, it's like a workflow platform. I basically use it as giving me reminders of what I need to do on what day. But it's also kind of a little hub for me for like links, as you see, like I have my Calendly link, my VIP newsletter, my onboarding. So anything that I need to grab like really quickly, it's on that little notepad. But I would say primarily I use this box right here, my tasks. Okay. So the way I use this is the way like I said, I keep track of when I need to do what thing for my business. So on Tuesdays, like Tuesdays are dedicated to my VIP communication. So as you see, it gives me a ping, send FlexShip reminder. So that means I'm going to go into my FlexShip report, see who's running between now and next Tuesday, shoot them a quick text, or not even like a, hey, your FlexShip is coming up, just like a, hey, how are you? Friendly text. And then we'll get into the FlexShip thing. This is also the day where I add VIPs to my Asana. So I'll do that with you guys because I actually have a couple I need to add in. And then any other things it pings me that I need to do today, it'll tell me. So when I come to sit down during nap time, I can pull up this list and this is exactly what I need to do during nap time today. Okay. So something else I really like, okay, again, I'll like let y'all do or like look through this, but I also have like personal stuff on here. So move my body. I already went on a run, so I can check that off, right? So you can set reoccurring tasks to run every day, every week, every month. So little things that I have every week. Like I said, Tuesdays are my VIP days. So I look at my FlexShips, and then that way it takes the mental load off. When it's a Wednesday, I don't worry about FlexShips. I don't text VIPs on Wednesdays because I already knocked that out on my Tuesdays. Okay. Something else that I also have on here is like check for new product arrivals for VIPs. That's just another cross check for me. If they're, last week, I feel like shipping's been kind of longer than usual. So that's just a good cross reference there. Send new VIPs, my welcome newsletter. So that's going to remind me to, here, let me pull up. That's going to remind me to go over to my flow desk. Oh, okay. Let me try to do it on Chrome. Oops. That's going to remind me to go over to my flow desk, and I have a new VIP email that has all of the information that they might need to know about how to use the products, VIP stuff, so on and so forth. Okay, so let me show y'all what my flow desk looks like. All right, so when I get that ping about add new VIPs to your flow desk, I'm going to go to my new VIP newsletter. It's already set, and I can text this link to you guys if y'all want to like use this and copy it. That's totally fine. But basically I have all of their information on here, your first FlexShip, instructions, yada, yada. Okay. So then I'm going to go in here and I'm basically just going to add in their emails, add them in, send it off. And so that's going to be, I'm going to be able to check that off of my list once I do that. Okay. Okay, let's hop back over to Asana. All right, so a couple things I wanted to highlight here that is super, super helpful for me. So I have a project called client management. Okay, so in here, I have not all of my VIPs. I basically have my VIPs from like when I started this program moving forward. But this is, again, like I said, how I keep track of talking to them. Okay. So when I get a new VIP, so I had the report set up. I needed to add 2 VIPs. So let me add her, Sarah Spurlock. So she joined October 8th. Okay. So when I get a new VIP, I have a template and I'm going to basically just like duplicate the task. And so now that template always stays there. And then I move it over to new VIPs. And this is where I fill in the information. So I put in my VIP name. And then in here, this is where I start adding dates. Okay. So this is not really relevant anymore. But for sign up date, I put in that she joined October 8th and she signed up. Okay. Then 4 days later, so 1, 2, 3, 4, on October 12th, I'm going to put a reminder in there. So then on Thursday, when I sit down to work, I'm going to get a reminder. Hey, you need to text Sarah to see if she got her goodies. Okay. So now I don't have to think about, wait, when did Sarah sign up? Oh shoot, it's been a week. Has she got her products? Has she washed her hair? She doesn't have instructions, right? This is going to tell me you need to check in with her to see if she got her stuff. Okay. I need to send her the newsletter today because that's what I do on Tuesdays. And then 6 days later, so let's say she gets her products on Thursday, 6 days later on Saturday, I'm going to text her, ask her how her first wash went. Okay. 2 weeks later, I usually do 2 weeks from like the wash day. 2 weeks later, let's do that on a Friday. I'm going to say, all right, it's going to ping me. Hey, you need to check in with her, see if she's liking it, loving it, or not into it, right? Then I can also put in here when her first flagship is. So it will be December 8th. So that's when her first flagship is, but I want to send her a text before she gets the email from Monique. So let's say the email will go out on the 1st. I'm going to text her on November 30th. Okay. And then you can even go in here and like put when her birthday is. I usually don't do that because I check my birthday reports. I get a ping to check my birthday reports. Okay. So then that girl is good to go. So now here, I'll show y'all. Now, when I go through my to-do list, see on Thursday, it says 4 days, check in on product arrivals. When I click that, Sarah Spurlock, she's right there. So this is why I love this program because it really just helps me keep track of who I need to be talking to when. Something that I've been wanting to do, I just haven't done yet, is do this for my new market partners as well, where I'll go in here and any new market partner that I get, I need to unclick. I like accidentally clicked a bunch of stuff. When I get a new market partner, I'm going to do the same exact things, put in the date that she enrolled, when we set her onboarding. And again, these are like little pings for me to send her the little new girl checklist that I have, right? We even can put in here her first, like her 1 year anniversary, because who's ever missed one of their market partners' anniversaries, right? So you can even go in here and put it in. So a year later, it's going to remind you, hey, it's Amy's anniversary. So then I can shout her out on in the chats or whatever. So those are the main things that I use Asana for. Now, something that my virtual assistant also helped me with is a little like content planning thing. So if you are a planner and really want to plan your content, this is something you absolutely can do as well. By creating all of these like little folders, you can put in your content prompts, which I have right here. You can put in like your before and after pictures. Like I just haven't filled all this stuff out yet. But then that way you're not scrolling through your phone trying to find, oh, where's that one picture of my bald hairline, right? Because my photos are atrocious. I have zero organization in my photos. So this is a good place. I can just go pop in all of my headshots, my hair pictures, whatever. This is also a place where, I can store, like if I really like to caption, I can store it here, passwords, hashtags, whatever. Okay. And if I really wanted to get ahead of the game, I could go in here and plan out for a whole month if I wanted to. I actually did that on, well, not a whole month, but on my speech therapy account, I do have in here like content that I do. So I utilize this for both of my businesses. I just have a different page for my speech therapy one. And then you can be as detailed as you want. Like she helped me write an SOP for VIPs and onboarding and stuff. This is not really that necessary. I never really use it. It's just, it's in here. She put it in there. But yeah, so that is kind of the gist of Asana. I feel like it's pretty user friendly. Like it's been pretty intuitive for me, especially because, like I said, I don't really have it linking to a lot of my like automatic syncing to, anything. It'd be awesome if, Monat had a system where it would automatically flow into Asana. Obviously it doesn't, so I have to manually do it. But then I go in and I manually do it. It tells me when I need to add my VIP to Asana. And then I don't have to think about her anymore because this is my reminder to communicate with her. So that is probably the most value, or like why I love this program. So I know that was kind of all over the place, not super formal, but are there any questions y'all have?
Is this system free?
Yes, Asana is free. So Asana is free. I paid my assistant, obviously, like a retainer. Like I think I got like a 3-hour retainer for her to do all this stuff. But the system itself is free, which is awesome.
Maria, can you tell us about your assistant?
Yeah.
How did you find her?
Yeah. So she's actually one of my friends from college. She's a former speech therapist as well. And I was just like had always followed her on social media. And then she quit being an SLP. Actually, when she was posting all this stuff about hating her job and stuff, I actually pitched her the business. And she was like, I'm actually working on my own business for becoming a virtual assistant. And then she just one day she quit her speech job and like totally dived into this. And so I follow her on Instagram now. Her name is Keely Schneider. Keali, it's a weird, and then Schneider. But she's awesome, and now she's like diving into a lot of other things too. So I really, really like her. She's super knowledgeable. She's actually she like came up with all of these like content prompts for me. Like she wrote all of this stuff for me.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, so she's super, super great. I love her.
Because this is random, but I met a girl one time who hired a virtual assistant, but she found her on, I'd have to look up the name of the website, but it was like, I think she was overseas, but you pay these people virtually and give them access to whatever they need to, and they do like, and I was like, oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, I know. And I mean, yeah, she can do all sorts of stuff. I mean, you can really utilize them for anything. But yeah, when she was setting this up for me, I basically like we got on a Zoom call. I kind of told her like how it all worked. I was like, and she's like, okay, so what happens when you sign up a VIP? Walk me through that. Walk me through the market partner thing. And then I gave her access to my Monat account. And that's when she went in there and like, made all these templates for me and like added all of these VIPs in here for me. So
Wow.
it's great. Yeah. And you can even like, I mean, you could even go further in, adding more tasks, if you want to check in with them, like really whenever you can add that. But like I said, my kind of reminder to check in with my VIPs is just when their flagship rolls around. I have that, that ping me. So it's really great. It just like takes off the mental load of figuring out like what you need to do on what day. So.
Did she create your Flowdesk email for you as well?
No, I made the Flowdesk email. And to be honest with Flowdesk, I feel like I don't utilize it enough. Like I feel like it is a super great tool, and I actually get a lot. Like every time I send like a flash sale email, I always get sales on them. It is just time consuming. The Flowdesk thing is a little time consuming. Julia, I know, like, did you have Flowdesk? Do you have Flowdesk?
Yeah, I did. When I took my social media hiatus, I like was basically running my business, sending out an email. But I did Klaviyo, but it's the same thing as Flowdesk. But yeah, it was like every flash sale that dropped, I'd have to go in and make all the templates and like remake the email and send it. It was very time consuming, but I mean, it worked in the season. I don't do it anymore, for the record.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask. Do you guys send like monthly VIP newsletters? Not
I
anymore, Julia.
did. Yeah, I used to. Here, let me show y'all what I've done with my other.
Yeah, I don't anymore. I know it's bad. I think they're great, but
Hmm.
Well, it
I
made
just don't
sense
really have
when there
time.
were sales, but now they're every day. So
Yeah,
you're
Yeah,
not going to be recreating that every day.
I know.
yeah.
So when it's like a really good sale, like, okay, here's like a BOGO sale or whatever that I did. Here, let me just show y'all how do I just like look at the link? Oh, here. Okay. So there are like certain sales I will go in. Like this was like the buy one, get one free systems. Like that's just like a stupid good sale. So I did make one for that. And I use Chat GPT to write all of this for me. If that's another system, if you haven't tried Chat GPT, that's really great too. So I literally was like, write me an email about XYZ sale, and it wrote me this. So then I can just copy and paste it over. So it's great. Added some of my pictures, and then that was that. So I will do sales every now and again. And then, yeah, I used to do a monthly newsletter, but I wasn't really getting a lot of like response from that. So I just kind of stopped. At the end of the day, I feel like you got to pour in your time and energy where the money's happening too. So for the monthly newsletter, I just kind of got over that. But the VIP email is great. And then I utilize this for sales, like I said. So
Is there a reason you don't use Project Broadcast for text?
no,
You
there's
just
not.
don't.
It just just another thing to spend money on. So I really don't know a lot about Project Broadcast, but I know it's great for like importing the text and stuff. But like I said, because there are so many sales, it just gets I feel like it's just a lot of texting and stuff. And so I found talking on my Instagram to my close friends is super effective because I always put at the end, like swipe if you want me to place you an order. And I always get a couple of VIPs. And granted, my VIPs have access to their accounts. They can go in and shop, but I have learned, and like they manage their flex ships and everything like that. But when you do offer to shop for them, some of your VIPs like that. Some are more hands-on, some want you to order for them. So I feel like close friends on IG has been like, it's free, it's really easy. So I've had some good response with that. Oh,
How
sorry.
do you shop for them? Sorry.
Oh, I just log into their account and then
Okay.
go for them. Yeah. Okay, is it on your phone? Yeah. So Asana is an app. So I have it on my phone as well, wherever it is. So it's great. And you can like you can add like notifications and stuff too. So you can have it like drop down and notify you when it's time to do your task as well. Oh, here it is. But it looks basically the same. So you just go through and it says like my tasks. So you can just go pop, pop, pop. And so yeah, you can, carpool line, knock a couple things out. It's really, really great. So here, I will send y'all the my assistant's Instagram in case you want to check her out. But yeah, does anyone else have any questions?
Because it's so easy if somebody else wants to help us out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm a salesperson. I'm not the computer guru.
Yeah, I know. And that's why, like, to me, it was worth spending a little bit of money to like get someone else to do this for me. But now that I've been using it, and I will say Morgan Childers, she set this up by herself. It's just, it's a little time consuming, but once it's up, it's up. It's kind of front loading the work. But now it's kind of runs itself. It's really, really great. So, well, yay. Well, I hope y'all got some value out of it. Always, shoot me a message or text me if y'all ever have any questions. But this has truly been the game changer for my business, just keeping me on track and like helping things not fall through the cracks with my VIP specifically. So
Thank you, Maria.
of course.
So cool. Thank you.
All right, bye
Yeah, thank you.
guys.
It was awesome.
Have a
Thank
blessed
you.
day, everybody.
Bye.